Democrats make this a safe harbor, a place that you can count upon, a little bit of stability, making sure that we're making investments in them and their families and their kids and make it a place that they want to be. I think that's why you saw 29 towns flip. That's why you have 102 towns now led by Democrats, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, you just heard from Governor Ned Lamont earlier today. He recapped what he described as the liberal wave we not only saw in Connecticut, but in other places across the country.
Some local and state leaders are calling this a clear message to Washington about where Connecticut voters' heads are at.
Fox 61's Annette Montgomery spoke with a political professor and a local political leader about what this means for the future of our state.
A political science professor at Quinnipiac University tells me this recent election shows voters are not only trying to send a clear message to President Donald Trump, but also to Governor Lamont ahead of the upcoming legislative session.
They got the House, they got the Senate, they got the White House. They're trying to blame somebody else for the dysfunction. Here in Connecticut, we're taking responsibility, and people, I think we're happy with what the Democrats are doing.
A strong message from Governor Ned Lamont Wednesday afternoon about the political climate nationally and why he thinks that has trickled down to the local races in Connecticut.
It's not just New Britain and Ansonia, but it's Westport and Branford. I mean, there's a wide variety of towns and different types of folks.
Of the most shocking wins for Democratic leaders in the state, the mayoral race in New Britain.
When Aaron Stewart's handpicked successor doesn't win, and Mayor-elect Bobby Sanchez does, it sends a message across our state.
It's a message Chris Anderson, the chair of the city's Democratic Party, says connects directly back to Washington and the key issues people across the state and New Britain care about most.
This was an absolute referendum on the direction that the city and the country is going. New Britain voters, for the first time in a very long time, elected Democrats to represent every single seat in the city.
Scott McLean, a political science professor at Quinnipiac University, weighed in on what this reveals about the overall political mood and what these results suggest about where Connecticut's political landscape is headed.
I think sending a message is really what is happening. And not just to Donald Trump, sending a message to, our governor here regarding what to do about President Trump. I think we're about to have a special legislative session. There's going to be a lot of talk about using the rainy day fund to help support SNAP. It's only been partially funded by the Trump administration under court order. I think a lot of lawmakers are going to tell Governor Lamont, the rainy day is here.
Professor McLean tells me one thing that is trending in the positive direction for the Republican Party is that the number of registered voters who are Republican is increasing. In New Haven, Annette Montgomery, Fox 61.